This winter weather is about to get really bad as a huge Arctic blast is moving into the United States this weekend. We still have a couple of clippers coming through bringing more snow, but these temperatures are going to be really cold. Matter of fact, they have shifted towards the southeast, and this is going to impact millions of people from the Midwest all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Wind chills could drop as low as 40 degrees below zero, and actual temperatures may fall to 20 or 30 below zero in parts of the upper Midwest. This is going to be the coldest air we have seen so far this season. So in today's forecast, we are going to break down exactly what you need to know about this major cold blast and also the snow that is coming before it arrives. We have multiple systems to track over the next several days, and this is going to be a very active weather pattern. Let's jump right into it. And I want to begin with the snow that is happening right now. We have snow still coming down across Wisconsin, and it is leaving that area now. It is going to be moving into northern Michigan as you go through today, and this afternoon it is going to pivot towards the interior northeast. We are talking about snow all the way from Ohio, all the way towards western Pennsylvania and western New York is going to see a good bit of snow out of this all the way towards the higher elevations in the northeast towards New England. Now we have another swath of snow that is going to come through, and this is going to bring a lot of chances of freezing rain and sleet. This will be for tomorrow, chances for freezing rain and sleet along with snow. This is going to be pretty dangerous. It is going to be very dangerous for your travels. This is going to go right over major interstates across the Dakotas, bringing freezing rain. You will see the sleet and freezing rain, and you have that snow coming down as well. So if you are going across any of these interstates, Interstate 94, Interstate 29 or 90, be aware it will be dangerous for your travels as you go through tomorrow morning. Then it is going to transition even further. It is going to move towards the Ohio Valley, and it is going to come from the Midwest, bringing a little bit more freezing rain and a little sleet. Then it is going to drop a little swath of snow for Illinois, Indiana, and some for Ohio, maybe even far eastern Kentucky. This is only going to be a couple of inches. Now, you can see from here the latest model guidance showing that swath of snow coming through overnight tomorrow into Friday morning for Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, some of Kentucky, and Ohio. And maybe a little bit for Virginia and West Virginia as it weakens down and pushes east. The big thing about this system is the freezing rain and sleet that is going to be mixed in with the snow. This is what is going to make travel very dangerous, especially across the Dakotas and into Minnesota. Then we have another clipper coming through, bringing another chance for 2 to 4 inches of snow. This is going to be for Saturday morning through Saturday evening for the Ohio Valley out through the interior northeast for Sunday, potentially bringing a couple of inches of snowfall with this. This is the latest update showing there is a chance to bring snow as you go through Saturday evening across Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and New Jersey, Delaware, Long Island, maybe even right along the coast of the Northeast, right across that I-95 corridor. But it is only going to be a couple of inches, not showing any big crazy storm bringing a whopping load of snow. I want to be very clear about this. Some areas along the coast might get a couple of inches, but this is not going to be a major nor'easter. The heaviest snow is going to be in the interior northeast, all the way from eastern Pennsylvania towards New England. For the I-95 corridor, maybe a couple of inches. If you are waiting for snow across the northeast, hold on. It is not over just yet. It is possible, but it will not be a big storm. Most of the significant snow is going to stay inland away from the coast. The coastal areas are just going to be too warm for any major accumulation. But inland areas, especially in the higher elevations, could see some decent snowfall out of these systems. Now let me talk about the temperatures, because this is the main story. As you move through today, it could be anywhere from 5 degrees below average to 10 to 15 degrees below average. As you go for tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon, it is going to kick towards the mid-Atlantic and the northeast. Now as we go for Thursday into Friday, this is where we have this big below average anomaly pushing through. This is all going to be anywhere from 20 to 30, even 40 degrees below average for this time of year. So be aware, especially in Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, going through Illinois and Indiana, it starts growing almost 50 degrees below average for this time of year. This is all the way until Sunday morning. Then it still pivots right towards the southeast for Monday morning, bringing the chance for freezing temperatures and cold wind chills as well. Now let me walk you through the actual temperatures day by day so you know exactly what to expect. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, freezing temperatures are going to be reaching all the way towards northern Alabama, going into Tennessee, Kentucky, and the Northeast. You are going to have those single digits and negative temperatures still moving through. Remember, the wind chills are always going to be the worst part on this. With the wind chills, you are going to feel -5 to -10 degrees across the Midwest. Across the southeast, you are going to feel temperatures in the 20s further south, but it will not be frozen temperatures for the actual air. It will be frozen wind chills, though. Now, for your highs, you can see how some areas will warm right back up, but all the people in the north, you will stay frozen, even for your highs. And with the wind chills, it is still going to be very cold. Now, here we go. Friday, this very cold air starts moving through Friday morning. You are going to start getting those negative temperatures moving through. Even those negative wind chills of 20 to 30 degrees feels like temperatures starting to move through already. You are going to get some more cold air damming going across the southeast, getting those wind chills down as well. This is where it gets really bad. Even for your highs, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to be really cold. Even your highs, you are going to be -5 to -10 degrees across the Midwest. You are still going to be frozen across the Great Lakes and the Northeast, and with the wind chills, it is still going to feel very cold. -20, -30, maybe even all the way towards -40-degree wind chills starting to move through. Now, as you go through for Saturday and Sunday are going to be ridiculously cold. Saturday morning, here comes those sub-zero temperatures even further. Even those freezing temperatures are going to reach towards North Carolina when you factor in the wind chills. It is going to be a very cold day for Saturday morning. Maybe even feel like -40-degree wind chills moving through in the coldest spots. Now, for your highs, this is why it is going to be so bad across the Midwest and the Great Lakes. Even for your highs, you are going to see negative temperatures with single digits and freezing temperatures going across the Northeast. And the wind chills for your highs for Saturday are going to be ridiculously cold. Sunday, this is where it moves across the Ohio Valley. It brings in those negative temperatures and brings those single digits even further. And with the wind chills, it is going to be really bad. Saturday and Sunday are going to be brutal. Look at these wind chills. You are feeling like you are 30 to 40 degrees below zero all the way for the Dakotas, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, going into Ohio and Missouri. Now your highs for Sunday, you are going to remain frozen in the teens and the negative temperatures. With the wind chills, this is going to be your high feels like temperature for Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday are just going to be ridiculous for the cold. This is dangerous cold and it needs to be taken seriously. Now, Monday is still pivoting towards the southeast where you are still going to get those frozen temperatures coming further south. Even the Florida Panhandle could see freezing temperatures for Monday morning. And you can see the models are in agreement on this. Your wind chills for Monday morning are going to feel even colder, further down towards Florida, all the way towards the Gulf. You are going to have all these teen temperatures, single digits and negative wind chills moving through. And I want to remind you that with wind chills this cold, we are talking about frostbite being possible in just minutes of exposure. If you have to be outside, make sure all of your skin is covered. This is dangerous cold. Keep pets inside. Check on elderly neighbors. Make sure your heating system is working properly. If you lose power in these temperatures, it can get dangerous inside your home very quickly. Now, after this passes, we are going on a huge warm-up right after this, all the way towards Christmas. Then, another little dip of cold air is going to come through after Christmas. This big above-average anomaly is going to kick in for quite some time. Maybe a couple of storms in between. The ones you need to watch out for will have a chance for a lot of freezing rain and ice because of these warmer temperatures meeting the cold air that is still in place at the surface. But the warm-up looks like it will go all the way towards Christmas. Then right after Christmas, maybe you will start seeing cold air come back. This will be a little cold blast coming through. It will probably be for the northern tier of the lower 48 and stay warm across the south. It looks like it could possibly come even deeper for the beginning of January, but for right now, we are showing a gradual slope of it. January is going to bring a lot of snow. It is just not going to push as far south. You can see all the way until the 10th of January, a lot more snow is going to be moving through. This is bringing anywhere from 12 inches to 2 feet in some areas. You can see the lake effect snow that is going to be kicking in for Michigan and the interior Northeast as well. And a lot of snow for the Northwest. We are talking about feet of snow in the higher elevations. Now let me talk about travel impacts, because this is going to be a very difficult week for travel. If you have to travel Thursday or Friday, especially across the Dakotas and Minnesota, be very careful. The combination of snow, freezing rain, and sleet is going to make roads extremely dangerous. Even a light glaze of ice can make roads nearly impossible to travel on. And this is going to be happening during the morning commute, which is going to make it even worse. By the weekend, the main concern shifts to the extreme cold. If you have to travel Saturday or Sunday, make sure your vehicle is prepared. Make sure you have a full tank of gas. Make sure you have an emergency kit in your car with blankets, food, water, flashlight, and a phone charger. If you get stuck or stranded in these temperatures, it can become life-threatening very quickly. Also, if you are flying this week, be aware that these extreme temperatures can cause issues with aircraft. When it gets this cold, airlines sometimes have to cancel or delay flights because it is too cold for the planes to operate safely. So, if you are flying, especially out of cities like Minneapolis, Chicago, Milwaukee, keep an eye on your flight status and have a backup plan. For those of you staying home this week, make sure your heating system is working. Make sure you have flashlights and batteries ready. If you have a generator, make sure it is ready to go, but never use it indoors. Carbon monoxide poisoning is a very real danger when people try to heat their homes with unsafe methods. Now let me break this down by region so you know exactly what to expect in your area. If you are in the northern plains states like North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, this is going to be extremely serious. You are looking at actual temperatures as low as 20 to 30 degrees below zero. Wind chills could reach 40 to 50 degrees below zero. Multiple rounds of snow and ice. This is a dangerous situation. Make sure you are prepared. If you are in the upper Midwest like Wisconsin, Michigan, Northern Illinois, you are also going to see very dangerous cold. Actual temperatures will be in the negative teens to near zero. Wind chills will be 20 to 40 degrees below zero. Multiple chances for snow. Travel is going to be very difficult, especially Thursday through Sunday. If you are in the Ohio Valley like Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, you will see the worst of the cold arrive Sunday and Monday. Temperatures in the single digits and teens, wind chills well below zero. Snow chances Thursday and Friday, and again Saturday into Sunday, but amounts should be a few inches in most areas. Not major, but enough to cause travel problems. If you are in the Northeast, like Pennsylvania, New York, New England, you have snow chances today and Thursday. Then another round Saturday into Sunday, especially in the interior. The coast will be too warm for major snow. The cold arrives Sunday and Monday with temperatures in the teens and 20s. Wind chills below zero, especially inland and in higher elevations. If you are in the mid-Atlantic, like Virginia, Maryland, D.C., you will see some snow chances Thursday and Friday, but amounts look very light. The cold arrives Monday, but will not be nearly as extreme as further north. Temperatures in the 20s and low 30s. Wind chills in the teens. Still cold, but not dangerous like the upper Midwest. If you are in the Southeast, like Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, you will feel the cold Monday morning with a hard freeze. Temperatures in the 20s. Protect sensitive vegetation and outdoor pipes. But this will be brief as it warms back up by the middle of next week. And if you are in the deep south, like Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida, you will see the coldest air Monday morning, temperatures in the 30s and low 40s. Even the Florida Panhandle could see freezing temperatures, but this is going to be very brief. By Wednesday, it warms back up significantly. Now let me explain why all of this is happening. We have a very strong dip in the jet stream that is going to allow all of this Arctic air to come straight down from Canada. This northwest flow is going to act like a pipeline, bringing that Arctic air right into the heart of the United States. And it is going to be very strong, which is why the temperatures are going to be so extreme. By the middle of next week, that pattern completely flips. We are going to see a big ridge build in, and that is going to shut off that northwest flow. The Arctic air will get cut off, and we are going to see much warmer air move in from the south and west. This is why we are going to go from extremely cold to much warmer in just a matter of days. This warm-up looks like it is going to last through Christmas and possibly beyond. But then after Christmas, there are some signals that another cold shot could come back, especially for the northern tier states. But that is still a ways out, and things can change. For now, the focus needs to be on getting through this weekend because this is going to be serious cold. So to summarize, we have multiple rounds of snow Thursday through Sunday. The first system Thursday into Friday will bring freezing rain, sleet, and snow, especially from the Dakotas through the Ohio Valley. Amounts will be a few inches, but the ice is going to be the main concern. Then another system, Saturday into Sunday, will bring a few more inches, especially to the interior northeast. But the main story is the cold. Friday through Monday, we are looking at some of the coldest temperatures of the season. Actual temps as low as 20 to 30 below zero in the upper Midwest. Wind chills as low as 40 to 50 below zero. Even areas as far south as the Florida Panhandle will see freezing temperatures Monday morning. This is dangerous cold. If you have to be outside, limit your exposure. Make sure all skin is covered. Check on elderly neighbors and people who might not have adequate heat. Keep pets inside. Make sure your heating system is working. Have emergency supplies ready in case you lose power. But the good news is, this does not last forever. By the middle of next week, we start to see a big warm-up. By Christmas, it could actually be well above average for temperatures across much of the country. So if you can get through this weekend, the weather is going to get a lot better heading into the holiday. Make sure you are prepared, make sure you are staying weather aware, and make sure you are taking this seriously. This is going to be a significant cold blast over the next several days. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.